Hello, friends. Welcome to At Home with APS. I am with my dear friend and colleague, Miss Garcia. My name again is Miss Martindale. Hey, Miss Garcia, do you happen to know what month it is?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
It is April.
Oh, okay. Miss Garcia, this is what I did. I did my little fishing thing, and I was trying to get a hook. Didn't work. This month, it is April.
It is
National Poetry Month.
It is.
And our last lesson that we did together, we were able to talk about some different types of poetry. So hopefully with this lesson, we can explore some more forms, talk about imagery, and the most important thing, baking.
Yes.
Without an oven.
Yes. And getting Mr. R to love poems and poetry.
You know.
And be nicer.
Right. I hope you weren't too hurt.
You know, my feelings were hurt. I really try my best when I'm teaching to reach as many kiddos that I can. Same thing goes for grown-ups or anybody that I'm talking with. Mm-hmm. And I really felt that I wasn't getting through to him. I felt that I was doing my best, and he was still either angry or my feelings were a little hurt.
I could see that. I could see that he had a closed mindset.
He did.
He had blinders on. And he wasn't willing, at that time, I'm hoping that he's changed his mind, but at that time, he wasn't able to see the whole picture of what the value of poetry holds for everyone.
Yeah, and he made a comment. It referenced, that only girls write poems and poetry, that boys don't. And poems and poetry, they're for everybody.
Right, and that's why I love this book, Love That Dog. Because it shows the metamorphosis of Jack, the character.
Yeah. Before we jump into the book, I would love to remind our students and our families at home our essential question. I love to do that. So let's look back up here at our essential question. How can our words, literally and figuratively, create pictures or real-life creations? That's what we're exploring.
Good. I'm glad we're continuing it because there's so much we can do with this unit and write and do all this fun stuff.
Yeah. But before we do, we should really dive into the vocabulary.
Good.
And then we can explore some more poems and maybe brainstorm how we could really get Mr. R to love poems and poetry and know that there is baking involved that doesn't involve an oven. I know he loved the fudge balls that we made, but there's so much more.
Right. I ate all of those fudge balls. I didn't have dinner.
I didn't either.
They were so good.
I ate the entire bowl.
I know. We didn't even have to make balls out of them. We could have just left them in the bowl.
I'm so happy you said that because what I did was I scooped them from the tray and I put them in one plastic bowl, so I had one gigantic fudge bowl full of basically probably a fudge ball, but I had them all in one big bowl, and I ate it straight from there with a spoon, and I didn't share.
You know what? That's good. That's good. All right, Miss Garcia, take it away.
Okay, so friends at home, at this time, remember we take our notes with a sheet of paper, anything you have at home, lined paper, white paper. Let's go back to with Miss Martindale. When she took the piece of paper, she folded it in half, and we made our 2-column notes.
Correct.
We use these notes as a reference tool. We use these as a tool when we create something, when we are sharing our thinking. We go back to this, and it helps us to show our thinking to others, and it helps be a reminder to us what we learned. So we are doing our 2-column notes again. I have an example back here. I have my paper cut into 2 for my 2-column notes. Remember, it is important to have a title, so I just titled it Poetry. One side I have vocabulary, because we will be writing new vocabulary words that we learned today. And then our meaning. Remember, our meanings are meaningful to us.
Right.
So we will discuss what the words mean, But the way that you hear it or the way that you interpret it, that's how you're going to write it down in the meaning, because these notes need to be meaningful to you, right?
I agree.
So let's go ahead and find that paper, find that pencil. If it's near you, go ahead and start labeling it. Let's get ready. And then are you ready for us to do
I love this.
some vocabulary words? I'm very excited because some of these words, they're very big words. And, you know, I had to really dive deep and think about the meanings to make sure that I understood what these words mean. So I think together we are going to learn a lot today.
Okay, let's
Do this. Okay, our first word is personification. It's a big word.
It is.
Look how many letters that has.
It's long.
Personification.
But if I cut it up, I know it has person in it. So I know it has something to do with a person or the qualities of a person.
Ooh, I love your thinking. So the meaning that I found was when you give an animal or object qualities or abilities that only humans can have. What?
Oh my gosh.
When you give them qualities that only humans can have? What is...
Hold. I have the most perfect part in Love That Dog that I'm going to read that I think exemplifies personification. Like, I can't wait. No, let's
would you explain it to me, or you want me to wait? Well, what kind of qualities can an animal have that are humans?
Go ahead.
I don't know. I'm trying to put the meaning and my visual thinking together, and I can't visualize what can an animal have that I have.
Can I do my own example?
Sure. That would help me visualize.
Because I still can't believe that it snowed the other day.
I know, right?
And it was such a nice, soft snow that it almost danced on my windshield.
The snow is dancing. So as the snow was falling, you referenced dancing.
I gave it a quality that only a person has, which was dancing.
I love it. See, remember, friends, when you look at the meaning, it says when you give an animal or an object qualities that only humans can have. So I love that explanation because I was only thinking animal.
Right.
And you reminded me, object.
Okay.
The snow. Dancing.
Good.
Our next word, friends, is alliteration. Alliteration.
Okay.
It's a big one. It's a lot of big words.
You know, I'm going to just admit that I love these vocabulary words.
Oh, good.
And sometimes I forget what they mean, but I have little clues to help me.
So would you like to share your clue, or do you want me to give you what I think it means?
I'm going to share my clue because I see the two L's, so that I know that those L's have the same sound and they're repeated. They're right next to each other. So that's how I always remember alliteration.
Oh, wow. That's a good technique.
The snow softly slumbered as it slept. What sounds do you hear mostly in that sentence? That sound.
Yeah. So the two L's is reminding you that you have to have more than one.
Correct.
Aha. So the meaning that I found, but I love yours because it helps me visualize. The meaning that I found and that I wrote says, alliteration happens when words that start with the same sound are used repeatedly, so more than once.
Okay.
So it's basically what I found, but you explained it to me in a way that I would actually understand way better.
That makes sense to me, right? And so hopefully our friends out there are doing the same thing.
It made a lot of sense to me.
Okay.
Okay, so our next word is
hyperbole. Hyperbole.
I was going to say hyperbole.
That's how my fifth graders always say it.
Hyperbole. No, it's hyperbole.
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 But we could say hyperbole.
Hyperbole.
If it helps you remember what it is.
I like the way you said it.
Okay.
The correct way. Like not yesterday, but potatoes, potatoes.
Cinquain
Hyperbole.
and cinquain.
It's actually a fun word to say, hyperbole.
It is.
So an hyperbole is an exaggeration used for emphasis or humor.
Right. Right.
So you're trying to create humor or emphasize on something specific.
I was so hungry yesterday, I could have eaten a horse.
Is that very exaggerated?
I'm exaggerating because I know I could not have eaten
Not
a
only
horse.
does she exaggerate, because I can't see her actually eating a horse, but it's actually kind of funny if you see Miss Martindale sitting here and trying to eat a horse.
Right.
I would never see.
So we can go back to our central question. I'm literally not going to eat a horse, but you understood my meaning, right?
I did. And it actually was very funny.
Thank you.
So the humor is there.
Thank you.
Our next word is stanza.
Okay.
Stanza.
So I'm going to be honest, I get confused with stanza and verse. So maybe you can help me with this.
Sure. Yeah. The meaning that I found and that I wrote is that a stanza is 4 or more lines having a fixed length, meter, or rhyming scheme in poetry. So it's the way it's written.
It's almost like a paragraph.
Yes.
Okay.
Stanza. 4 or more lines having a fixed length, meter, or rhyming scheme in poetry.
Okay.
Very cool. So we have 2 words left.
Okay.
These 2 words, I had a very hard time finding the difference between the 2, and my friends, Miss Martindale and Mr. R, they really helped me find a neat way to find the difference between these 2 words, because although they're different, it was hard for me to find the difference between the 2 because the meanings do sound the same.
Right.
Or they kind of have similar qualities.
Correct.
So the first one we're going to talk about is a metaphor.
Right.
Would you like to share what you think a metaphor?
Metaphors and similes are very similar.
Aha.
Metaphors just compare 2 things that are different but have one thing in common.
Aha.
Okay? So I could say...
Use the example you used earlier because it really made me laugh.
Because I miss my classroom. I really miss my students. I miss the craziness of it. So my example was my classroom was a zoo.
Haha, her classroom was a zoo. So taking what Miss Martindale just said, when we are comparing 2 things that are not alike, but they share something in common. So she is saying, you know, she misses her students, but that the classroom was like a zoo.
Right.
So either her kiddos live at the zoo or sometimes they act a little
crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy learning, though.
I love that example.
It's always good learning.
Yeah, but that example helped me. I love your examples. Our next word, remember, they were teaching me how to know the difference between the 2. The next word was simile. And you were saying similar.
Similar. Using 2 words. This is how I always remember. Using the word like or as. So you're comparing 2 things using the word like or as.
Yeah. And so the example or the meaning that I found said a comparison of one thing with another of a different kind, used for description. So for example, brave as a lion.
Okay.
Because you need to use words like or as.
I could even substitute as and say brave like a lion.
Brave like a lion.
And it's still a simile.
Yeah, I love that.
Right.
And when you were teaching me earlier, because she always teaches me new things, when she was teaching me earlier, we were talking about, okay, how can I remember the difference between a simile and metaphor? So we were thinking, okay, let's use Mr. R as an example.
Okay, I hope I remember.
Remember we were talking about how he was an angel. So we could say, for a simile, we can say Mr. R is like an angel.
Right. And then for a metaphor,
We could say he is an angel.
Mr. R is an angel.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. Yeah.
I hope you forgive him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love him to pieces. He knows that.
Okay.
So going over all of our vocabulary words, remember, the meanings need to mean something to you. Take Miss Martindale's descriptions, take mine, mush them together, or however you heard them and however you were able to put them in a sentence, that'll work perfect for you, okay? Whenever we finish vocabulary words, it's always important to say, well, how do our vocabulary words connect to our essential question? So what I wrote down was, using what we learned, I know that there are many creative writing styles and formats.
Right.
Yeah, we can connect it that way.
Right. I like that.
Yeah.
And I wonder what you all think about that. How would you answer that question? How does our vocabulary connect to our essential question? So hopefully you can come up with your own ideas as well.
Yeah.
Sound good?
Yeah.
Hey, you want to read some poetry?
Oh, I was waiting for you to say that. I can't wait. You introduced me to this new book, and I cannot stop reading it.
All right. I'm not sure. Would you like to go first?
I was going to say, can I please go first?
All right.
Okay. So the poem that I'm going to read today from Love That Dog, this one right here, it's an insert that's inside. This one is called Dog by Valerie Worth. But wait a minute. Dog is written in lowercase.
What do you mean?
It's a title, but the word dog is all lowercase letters.
Oh, Miss Garcia.
But when you have a title, your letters should be uppercase, right?
The beauty of poetry.
Really?
Yes. I remember yesterday I told Mr. R you could even make up words. So this author decided to make her title her own.
Why do you think she wrote it in lowercase letters, though?
I don't know.
Doesn't the dog
guess
important?
what? I think that she may have a little dog instead of a big dog.
I like that. She probably wrote it in lowercase letters because her dog's little, not big.
Maybe. Or she could have done it for a totally different reason.
I don't know. Let's find out.
All right.
Let's do this. Are we ready?
Yes.
All righty. Dog by Valerie Worth. Under a maple tree, the dog lies down, lolls his limp tongue, yawns, rests his long chin carefully between front paws, looks up, alert, chops with heavy jaws at a slow fly, blinks, rolls on his side, sighs, closes his eyes, sleeps all afternoon in his loose skin.
Wow.
Whoa. That sounds like a fun dog to have.
It does. You really read that with prosody.
I tried.
Nice.
I really tried.
I could really visualize and imagine that dog as you were reading.
Oh, good. I was hoping that I could read it with prosody so that I can exaggerate my words and so that you can visualize what I was trying to say.
Right. And I really enjoyed your pausing, and it made it more effective as you read it.
Thank you.
So can I read you one?
I can't wait.
So this is a really cool one too. And the author, if friends out there, if you happen to get this book, all of the poems that Jack bases his poems on are off of real poems in the back of the book. And this is one that I love because the author typed it out, and he typed it with spaces in between letters. There are lines with only one word on them. It's just amazing. And I think if Miss Garcia listens correctly, she'll find some of her vocabulary words.
Ooh.
This is called Street Music.
There we go.
By Arnold Adolph. This city, the always noise grinding up from the subways underground, slamming from bus tires and taxi horns and engines of cars in trucks in all vocabularies of clash, flash, screeching, hot metal language combinations as planes overhead roar, an orchestra of rolling drums and battle blasts assaulting my cars with the always noise of this city, street music.
Whew. That was powerful.
Thank you. It was.
I thought at first he was didn't like the noise, but he
Right.
made it sound beautiful, actually.
Right.
I like
He
it.
called it street music.
I love it.
Did you notice any of our vocabulary words?
I did. There's a lot of words that I learned today. Reading it, I was like, oh, okay, then I understand it clearly instead of thinking he was talking nonsense.
Right. There's personification in there where he's giving the street music vocabulary as if it's talking. And so you can actually hear it. And onomatopoeia. Flash.
I love that word.
Flash.
Love that word.
Yeah.
I sure hope that Mr. R was out there listening.
I hope so,
because
too.
these poems were just amazing. So I hope that when he comes up and talks with you.
Well, I'm going to visit with him.
Okay.
So let's see. So, and now, Coffee Talk with Mr. R. Hello, everyone. Guess what time it is?
It is our favorite family's time. What time is it?
It's my favorite time, which is Coffee Talk with you, Mr. R.
That is my favorite time, and I'm so excited we get to do it because guess what, Miss Martindale?
I can already tell by your body language that you're a little more relaxed today. So tell me what you were going to say.
Well, I drank some coffee right before
Nice.
this, so my body language is probably very energetic.
Okay, uh-oh.
But I think there may be something to this poetry after all.
What?
I know. I have to apologize, Miss Martindale.
Okay,
First of all, let me explain.
okay.
Yesterday, when we were talking about poetry and Ms. Garcia, I had a very closed mindset.
You did. I have to admit it.
And I watched our lesson on growth mindset this morning, and it really hit home. Because when I have a closed mindset, I'm not able to learn myself. And that's what it comes down to, is I need to have a growth mindset so I can learn and grow and appreciate the value of what you and Miss Garcia were trying to teach me. And so I did something. I took a chance,
Really?
a leap of faith.
Nice.
I jumped not into traffic,
That's good.
but into a poem.
Wow. You jumped into like right there is poetry.
But figuratively.
Right.
I mean, I didn't have my daughter hold a book and I jump at it.
That-
It wasn't literal.
Okay, good.
Figuratively, I jumped into a poem.
All right.
And I wrote it. Can I share it with you?
I would love for you to share it.
Okay. And by all means, growth mindset. Feel
Okay.
free to ask questions, critique me,
Okay.
push my poetic ponderance of the poem.
Okay.
I tried to do the alliteration. I'm
That's
not there
okay.
yet. Okay.
That's okay. Deep breath in through your nose.
Out through. So, we had those fudgy balls, which, oh my gosh, mind blown again.
Yeah.
You can bake without an oven.
Yes. Yes.
I feel lied to my whole life.
Okay.
Anyway, so I took my fudge balls home
Yes.
and shared them with my family. And they were just delicious. They were gone within seconds. And I was so inspired, I wrote a poem.
Okay.
All right. Okay, here we
Okay.
go. I'm nervous. Here we go. Miss
You
Mar-
know what? You're very courageous for sharing this in front of thousands of viewers out there.
Especially because I have never, ever, 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 ever written a poem in my life. This is...
Oh, I'm very excited.
Here we go.
Okay.
Okay. With prosody.
Yes.
How now, brown cow, drips warm microwaved milk atop my crisp, dry oats. Sweet chocolate swirls through the air, intertwining with melted and salty butter. Their liquid dance pours over my oats, blanketing the milky mixture. The shiny middle whisks, beats the bowl beautifully, and the wooden spoon scoops and dollops on the cool metal tray.
That is totally awesome, Mr. R. You did it!
Oh.
Air 5. Boom.
6 feet.
Nice.
Did you really liked it, Miss Martindale?
You know what? Can I tell you what my favorite line was that kind of goes with one of our vocabulary words?
Yes.
Their liquid dance. What vocabulary word do you think we were doing? I know they're not up there, but if you could, maybe our friends at home could look at their 2-column notes. What word, and if you need help, I can help you. Can liquid dance?
No, it can't dance.
No.
But it danced with the other stuff.
Personification, Mr. R.
Oh, can you explain that to me?
Liquid does not dance, but in your poem, you're giving it the qualities of a person.
Oh, because the liquid, the chocolate and the butter were dancing when they fell into my bowl.
Right. So if I were to actually draw a literal picture of chocolate and liquid dancing, I might have a chocolate bar with some milk doing a little dance.
Oh.
But figuratively, I could see them swirling into that bowl to make a mixture.
Ah, thus personification.
Wow, Mr. R, you did really well.
Thank you. You know what? After last week and after jumping into this, it's awesome. I really feel that poetry is different. You know,
It is different.
I was so used to that high, academically rigorous reading that I wasn't ready for the revelation that this writing has bestowed.
Look at that vocabulary you are using, Mr. R. I am impressed.
Well, I had an idea.
Okay.
And that was that poetry kind of gets to break the rules.
It does.
Yeah.
Definitely.
In fact, I'm going to write a poem about robbing the bank.
Oh, Mr. R.
Not those rules.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, Miss Martindale.
Mr. R, remember you are molding minds out there.
That's right. That mind and that mind. Oh, that mind. Is that Richie over there?
That's Richie and Garrick, too.
Ah, yeah. Well, Miss Martindale, I was curious.
Uh-huh.
Do you want to write a poem with me?
I would love to write a poem with you, and guess what?
Let's do it.
I kind of figured you would want to.
Get out of here.
So I have the haiku right over here.
Normally, I would say bless you.
Oh, Mr. R.
What? That's not what you're
No,
doing.
this is a type of poem.
Oh.
It is called a haiku, and it follows a certain pattern. It has, and I don't know if my friends at home can see it, so maybe they could write this on their 2-column notes. It has 3 lines. Easy, right?
Wait, 3-line poem.
3-line poem.
Sounds like
And look
fun.
at what you wrote.
Oh yeah, that's like like an essay, a poem.
That's like a sonnet almost. Yeah. And it has to have, the first line has to have 5 syllables, second line has to have 7 syllables, and the third line has to have 5. So it's 5, 7, 5.
Oh.
Okay?
Okay.
All right. I was thinking that maybe
Yeah.
you would want to write a poem, so I was thinking about something that's going on right now in our world that's
Well,
kind of weighing heavy on me.
you know what? I know what you're thinking.
Okay.
And I did a lot of reading on poetry, and poems tend to come out when people are really thinking deeply about something. And I know what's impacting all of us right now, coronavirus.
Yes. And I think you and I had a discussion about this yesterday, and I said, I've got to go out for a run and clear my brain. I was watching too much news. It's getting to me. So while I was running, I was creating a poem in my head. But let's write one about coronavirus. And can you count out the syllables for me while I write it?
Yes.
Maybe even before I write it. Go.
Well, corona? Corona?
Coronavirus. It's all one word. I even looked it up.
Ooh, and that's 5 syllables.
Did we do the clapping?
I was doing the fingering.
Okay.
Okay.
Coronavirus. 5.
Another one that I do, it's a cheater, but I put my hand under my chin, and every time my chin hits my hand, it's like a little tally mark.
Yep.
1 syllable, 2 syllable.
There's always ways. Sometimes I even have to look them up in the dictionary, and it divides the word up into syllables with a little dot.
I forgot about that. That's a great strategy, Miss.
Right. I even had to use it because I thought every day, the word every day was 2 syllables.
Every day. Oh, that's 3.
Right, but I say every day. Every, well, maybe. I thought it was 2.
I don't know.
But that's why I looked it up.
Oh, cool. So what was it?
It's 3. You were right.
Man,
Look at
talk
you.
about using technology for good.
Right. So what's one of the things that we are told to do a lot of, besides standing 6 feet apart, wearing masks, what's another thing that we're supposed to do?
Well, we're not supposed to lick anything.
Do not lick anything.
And in case somebody does lick something and you touch it, you should wash your hands.
So this is where my everyday came in. So I wrote a line in my head, washing hands every day.
Oh.
Let's see if that has 7.
Washing hands every day.
Every day. So every has 3, right?
Oh, yeah. Every
day.
Every day. Oh, my gosh. No wonder that one's so hard.
Yeah. I had put washing my hands, so I just got rid of my. Washing hands every. Now, I may be wrong, but I'm thinking that's right.
I guess it depends how you pronounce it now that I think about it.
That's why I had to look it up. Washing hands every. Do I need to add my in there?
Oh.
What did I do?
No. Keep it that way. I think it depends on the pronunciation.
Okay.
Because I want to cheat and call it every.
Oh,
but that's not the word.
Every day, 3.
It's every.
So I could put my in there too, if I needed to, if the way I pronounce it.
Well, you know how here in New Mexico we have certain pronunciations for things.
So my last one is easy.
Yeah? What is it?
Because I just miss my students.
Oh, great.
I think I got it.
I miss my student.
Right.
I lost count.
You got it, because I counted with you. I miss my students. So that's 5.
Yeah.
Right?
Wow. Okay. Can I read it?
Sure. And then I'm going to put just a little baby my, because we can check that to see how, with a little carrot.
Yeah. I like it. Let's do it. It can go.
Okay. Coronavirus.
Coronavirus.
Washing
hands
every day.
Oh, you.
Go ahead. Let's do it in symphony. I miss
my students.
Easy, right?
Yeah.
An easy form of poetry.
I kind of like that one.
Nice.
Yeah, that was really easy to do.
Good.
That took me forever. We did that really quick.
But I love how you put your thought into that one.
Yeah, and this was for fun, but when I look at yours, like, it's powerful.
Right. So you can make one for fun. You can make it have a powerful meaning. You can make a poem happy. You can make a poem sad. Make it any way you want.
It's amazing how powerful poetry can be in terms of emotions. I guess I just didn't see that before. I owe Miss Garcia a sincere apology.
You do. You do. I'm glad you realized that.
Yeah, no, I was jerky meat?
A jerky meat? Okay.
Jerky meat, yes.
All right, Mr. R.
Hey, so coffee talk, and we haven't even coffeed?
Well, let's sit down.
Oh, sure.
Maybe I could read some of the book for you.
Okay.
What?
I didn't tell you.
What didn't you tell me?
I went out and bought the book.
That makes me so happy.
This blew me away. I mean, after our coffee talk last time, I was just enamored with poetry, and specifically this book, and it hurt to read it.
Oh, yeah. If you read this at home, friends, make sure you have a box of tissue.
I found a poem. Do you want,
sure.
So there's a poem in there, and it's called, I think it's a shape poem.
Right.
I'm going to share it with you because it's in the shape of an apple.
It's also called a concrete poem.
Oh, get out of here.
Yeah.
So, oh, hello, notes. Here is the apple. And it's literally in the shape of an apple.
Right.
And the title of the poem is The Apple.
Perfect.
And it is by S.C. Rigg. And what is neat about the poem is it starts off with the stem as the stem of the apple, and then each word that is inside this apple kind of describes the apple. And I just thought it was just a beautiful representation.
Cool. I see the word apple in it. I see, what else do we see?
Oh, apple, juicy.
Juicy.
Crunchy.
So adjectives.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even catch on. Yum, delicious. Wait, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. And, red, yellow, green.
Red, yellow, green.
Because apples come in that.
You know what I really like? I think on the stem of the apple, what is that word?
It's the stem, or mets.
It says stem.
Oh, it is stem.
Yep. So the author made the stem of the apple say the word stem.
Yeah, I was just totally impressed by this.
Very good.
I think between you and Miss Garcia and this book, I have a new outlook on things.
Good. Would you mind if I read just a certain little excerpt from the story?
Please do.
Okay. So the last time we left off, we know that he had just gotten his little dog from the pound. So this is February 15th. I like that poem we read today about street music in the city. My street is not in the middle of the city, so it doesn't have that loud music of horns and trucks, clash, flash, screech. My street is on the edge of a city, and it has quiet music most of the time. Wisp, meow, swish. My street is a thin one with houses on both sides. And my house is the white one with the red door. There is not too much traffic on my street, not like in the middle of a city. We play in the yards and sometimes in the streets, but only if a grown-up or the big kids are there too. And they will shout, "Car!" if they see a car coming down our street. At both ends of our street are yellow signs that say, "Caution, children at play." But sometimes the cars pay no attention and speed down the road as if they are in a big hurry with many miles to go before they sleep.
Wow. You know, the imagery that he uses in those poems are incredible.
Right.
I mean, last time we talked about the red wheelbarrow, and I didn't see the significance of that poem. But now looking back at it, like the red wheelbarrow makes you envision a red wheelbarrow. And the way he described his street and the sounds and the whisperings and the meows, it just creates this image in my mind of what his street is like.
Right.
And the way it kind of personifies the cars being in a hurry.
Uh-huh.
Did I pick that up right?
I think you did.
Yeah.
And remember, this could be any way you want to envision it.
Wow.
Did you notice that at the end of the poem that he wrote, with many miles to go before they sleep? Do you remember?
That was like the Snowy Woods poem.
That was exactly like the Snowy Woods poem.
How did I miss that?
So what is great is Jack is using his knowledge that he has learned before and incorporating it into his own poetry.
You know what's really neat about that, Miss Martindale, is that's actually how we learn.
Right.
We connect new information, the stuff we already know, and that's how things are created, and we grow as humans. So it's almost like we could see Jack growing in each poem.
I'm also going to give you a little clue that excerpt right there, that short passage that I read from the book, is a foreshadowing of what is going to happen in the story.
Can you describe foreshadowing to me?
Sure. It's giving me clues on what might happen next. I'm going to infer, since he is talking about that car screeching down the road, that something's going to happen.
Wow.
I'm also going to infer because he wrote about the blue car, right? Do you remember that poem?
I do. And so much depended on the blue car?
Splattered with mud.
Whoa. I don't like where this is going.
Just remember, Mr. R, if you read it, have a box of tissue. Boys and girls out there, read this with your parents too. It's a great story. Great story.
And you know, what's neat, Miss Martindale, is that these poems are fairly short, and you could probably read this book right before bed.
Right. It won't take long at all.
Yeah.
So, Mr. R, I think you have changed your mindset. I think it's been opened, and I think you're ready to maybe face the music with Miss Garcia.
You know what? I need to. I made a huge mistake, and it's time to correct it. And I need to show my growth and my learning with the person that I wronged.
Okay.
So I hope she'll join me.
I think she will.
Oh, boy.
And maybe some baking, too, because I'm hungry.
Get out of here.
I know.
Did you guys bring an oven?
Without an oven, Mr. R.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Oh. And now, Miss Garcia, will you come join me on stage?
Well, hello, my favorite person. Hi, friends out there. Thank you for joining me. I'm so super excited to be back with you and to be back with my favorite student here. So,
Miss Garcia.
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
Why?
I'm so sorry. So, you remember when you were trying to tell me that poetry is, pretty awesome?
Yes.
And I was being kind of a jerky meat?
Yes, I was a little hurt.
I need to apologize.
Really?
And I want it to come from the heart.
Aw.
You were right. I had a closed mindset. I should have been more open to appreciating what you were trying to share with me, not because you wanted to punish me, but because you just wanted me to grow as a person.
Yeah.
And it took your hard effort, Miss Martindale's hard effort, and me taking a leap of faith, not into traffic, but into a book, figuratively, For me,
Never literally.
never literally, books hurt. For me to appreciate what you guys have done for me and how I've grown as a person. I really want to thank you.
Wow, Mr. R. I really do feel a lot better. It was heartfelt. It made me feel good.
I'm no longer jerky meat.
No, you're not.
What would you call me?
Students, I think he is courageous because it is not easy to apologize. It's not easy to think outside of the box and let your mind grow and step away from a fixed mindset and jump into the growth mindset world. And he did that. Not only did he do that, admit he was wrong, and say he was sorry, I felt it. And you wrote a poem.
I did.
You said you would, and you wrote a poem.
You hear that, everyone? I am no longer jerky meat. I am courageous meat.
He is courageous.
And I courageously wrote a poem, and I want to do something else courageous.
What's that?
I want to bake without an oven.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm so excited that you said that because I have been trying to tell you there are so many recipes and things you can make without an oven. And you said no. Then Miss Martindale and I made those chocolatey, ooey, gooey, yummy goodness fudge balls.
Yeah, I thought those were going to be gross, but they were so amazing.
They were so good. So today,
Yeah?
I'm going to teach you how to make a cheesecake.
I get to make it?
You get to make it, and guess what?
Yes.
No oven. No baking.
Not with
no
a cake.
stove. The only thing is once we finish putting it together and putting the ingredients together, you could put it in the refrigerator and it'll set much better, but we're baking it with no oven.
All right.
But we are bakers. Let's put our baking hats on, and we are going to do this. Okay, so you see that we have the ingredients here in front of you.
Yes.
I love how Miss Martindale shared her transition board, and she has it, and it looks like a one-pager already. So what I'd like to do is tell you to first, you're going to pour the graham cracker into the glass pie pan.
And should I do a swirly motion?
Sure.
Okay. There they are, my graham cracker dancing in the bowl.
Yep. Then you're going to take your butter. The butter is 4 tablespoons. I have the ingredients back here, but it is 4 tablespoons of butter. Go ahead and pour the butter in there.
Did you already measure it for me?
I measured it ahead of time just to show you how simple, easy peasy this is.
Well, you are just the butter to my bread. All right, and I just pour that in the graham cracker?
Just pour it in there.
Oh my gosh.
And Mr. R did wash his hands first, so that's why it's okay that he touches it.
I even licked them clean.
He licked them clean. So you can take just your fingers and you're going to mash it down because you are making a crust. So you can mix it with the mixer or you can use the spatula here, whichever you're more comfortable with. Maybe the spatula, Mr. R.
Yeah.
Go ahead and mix it around and press it down because you are making a crust. So go ahead and do that.
Okay, I thought you wanted me to put my fingers in there.
Well, you could, but because we are practicing distance and being clean, we don't want to do that.
Okay, so I'm mixing these bad boys around.
You're going
right?
to mix it up, and then you're going to flip it over, and you're trying to create a crust.
Okay.
Whoops, I got too close.
That's okay, 6 feet.
6 feet.
6 feet with a foot of spatula if
There
you
you
want to
go.
get in and give me some critiquing.
You are doing amazing. All you're going to do now is you're going to press it down as best as you can to create a crust.
Okay.
And you're more than welcome to touch the glass.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. So now that you're done mixing, press it down.
Okay.
You're making a thin layer as a crust. It doesn't have to come up the side, but down on the bottom.
All right.
Looks amazing. I'm going to write
All right. I have never crusted before.
first.
The crusty crust. All right, there we go. It's one fine crust if I've ever seen it.
Perfect. So let that sit there. Just leave it there. You're good.
Okay. All right.
You're good. This is the tough part. This part takes muscles.
I'm going to bake it. Oh, right.
No oven, no baking. You're going to pour the 3 ingredients. We have sugar, we have milk, and then we also have the ingredients to make the cheesecake part.
Okay.
So all 3 can go straight into the bowl.
This is one of them.
Yep.
That looks like sugar.
No.
That looks like milk.
It's our filling mix.
It's a
and then we
filling.
have 1.5 cups of milk.
Is that whole milk?
It's 2%.
Oh my gosh. From a cow?
And then 2 tablespoons of sugar.
This is the sugar.
That's the sugar.
Uh-huh.
And then you are just going to keep mixing until I say stop.
Okay.
You're going to keep going. You're not going to stop because you want it to go from a liquid a little bit more.
Oh, this is just like my poem where the whisk whisks.
Whisks.
The whisk
Keep whisking, keep whisking.
I forgot what happened in my poem. Oh. All right.
Keep going. Don't stop.
The whipping whisk wailed on the wonderful wobbly. Oh. Trying that alliteration thing.
How are you doing back there?
Well, my whisk is getting very tired.
Keep going. You have to keep going. That'll teach you. Keep going.
Poetry isn't for girls. It's for everyone.
It's for everyone. Need your muscles.
Poetry is for my muscles. All right. All right. This
Keep
is
going.
looking
Don't stop.
good and mixed. Not stopping. This is why I never became a chef, Miss Garcia.
Keep going.
Couldn't keep up with the whisking. If only they invented a machine,
Keep going.
that would be so much easier.
Nope. You have to keep going.
Oh boy. Could use some of those fudge balls now. We don't have any leftovers, do we? Can I pick at the crust?
Nope. Keep going. Keep mixing. You cannot stop. You can pick it up and hold it if you'd like. It might help. There's a handle on it.
Oh my gosh. Hey, if my Band-Aid fell in there, is that a problem?
Yes. Keep mixing. Keep going.
No Band-Aid.
It looks good. So what you can do now, I wrote my step-by-step directions using first, next, finally, last, just telling everyone how to put the ingredients together and what it would look like. What you could do now is you can pour the mix into your crust.
Okay.
Going to move the spatula.
Or should I?
Just drop it there.
Oh, this is such
You're
a
good.
nice spatula.
Move the whisk. Pour it on top. Just pour it all in there.
Close your eyes if you see any Band-Aids.
There are no Band-Aids.
There was one Band-Aid. Okay.
I hope you like how long I made him mix.
Was that on purpose?
Never.
All right, let's see here.
There you go. You could put the bowl off to the side. You can kind of take the glass pan there and, yep, not too much, not too much.
Dancing with my cheesecake.
Dancing with this cheesecake. You can put it down.
All right.
And then you can let that sit in the refrigerator for about an hour or so, and it'll thicken, it'll get hard. You can also add strawberries to the very top if you'd like.
Is this strawberries?
That is strawberries.
And I just pour it on top.
You just pour it on top.
Oh, should I do it now or should we
Sure,
wait?
go ahead. Pour it right on top.
Oh boy.
I put scissors right here. I put scissors. That's a stapler.
Same thing. All right.
While Mr. R is pouring the strawberries over the cheesecake, he can see, you can see, there was no oven involved. It is a cheesecake. It'll be yummy in our tummies.
This looks like cheese jello.
It's not jello. You have to let it sit for a little bit. But did you see that there was no oven?
There was no oven.
Was no oven.
Yes. All right, Miss Garcia.
Yeah. And Mr. R was kind enough to make a one-pager for us that looks just like this. You can make a one-pager at home. Boys and girls, we are so excited that you learned with us, baked with us, and thank you for joining us at home at APS.